Hello, Times Cryptic, let's go. Moral member of royal family, mostly one, quietly, guided. Nope. Partially wrap something, put back in box. This is spa. So partially is a hidden indicator and put back is a reversal indicator. So inside wrap something, beginning with the S of something and reading backwards, we can read spar, which means box, as in a boxing match. Ship's compartment in a mess, so I help out. No. Argues for sports field primarily, offering many goals. Permission to land on part of golf course. Part of golf course could be a green. Yes, and it is. So green light is permission, to land is to light, on or next to part of golf course, green. Fantastic, lots of crossing letters. Servant's time under pressure. This is page. A page is a servant. Time is age. Under pressure, under P, the abbreviation. New Yorkers got rid of cold. Yeah, this is iced. To ice is an American word for to kill or to murder. So New Yorkers got rid of is iced, and then iced also means cold. Opposing company, a politician offering convincing evidence. I feel this begins con, because con means opposing, but I'm not sure how the rest of that works. Moral, member of royal family, mostly. Well, that looks like most of prince. Yeah, and I think this is going to be principled. Principled means moral. Member of royal family is prince, mostly without its last letter. One, I. Quietly, P, short for piano, Italian for quietly. And then guided is led. Direct contribution to debate. I think this is point. I think this is a double definition. To direct is to point, and a point can also be a contribution to a debate. He and I rested, sadly, knocked out. I think this is etherized. So sadly is an anagram indicator for he and I rested. That gives etherized, which means knocked out because ether is an anesthetic. Football manager's season threatened with relegation. No. To go round enclosure, order, permit. Nope. Herd of animals runs into bird. Nope. Divert, leader of saboteurs ahead of illegal pursuit. Wow, could this be shunt? I'm not totally sure. Shunt could mean divert, and that's one of my hesitations. Leader of saboteurs is surely S, the leading letter of the word saboteurs. Ahead of or in front of illegal pursuit. Not all hunts are illegal, but some are. So that's a second hesitation. I'm going to leave it in and await corroboration. Rude nudes cavorting, having too little to do. Well, cavorting is surely an anagram indicator for rude nudes. And that gives underused, which means having little to do. Great, more crossing letters. Fun, in the morning, time entertains service staff. I wonder if this is amusement. Amusement is fun. In the morning is AM. Time is T, the abbreviation. Entertains service staff. Yeah, service is use and staff is men. So use and men inside AM and T gives amusement. Drew on, being this overcome by awe. Nope. During period, I had to restrict journalists' go-between role. Well, the only go-between I can think of is an intermediary. Does this work? During, in, period, term. I had to restrict journalists. Well, journalists is ED, short for editor. So we're looking for a 4-letter word, meaning I had. Yeah, this is I ate, and that gives intermediate. Go between role. Yeah, I guess an intermediate is somebody who has that role. Fantastic. Always good to get the long ones in. Privy to knowledge. Finally, being combined. Nope. Transfer of power achieved finally. A slow process. Nope. Most variable in quality, but having the most marks. Well, these two references to most suggest the word may end EST. So 23 down may end in T. Bird in difficulty. Nope. Female wrath, it is destructive. This is fire. So female is F, the abbreviation. Wrath is ire. That gives fire, which is destructive. So I am going to put EST in here. Transfer of power. Achieved finally. No, not getting that. Okay, so where to now? Greens said to be excited, given new position. Well, to be excited is an anagram indicator for Greens said. Given new position, reassigned. Fantastic. Another long one. And initial letters are often more helpful than middling or later letters. Old bird given repeated encouragement to act. This is dodo. A dodo is an old bird. And the encouragement to act is do. You could urge somebody do. And if you repeatedly do that, you are saying do, which is written dodo. Celeb following spinning round with energy. Wow. Yeah, this is name. A name is a celebrity. And fellow is man. Spinning round is a reversal indicator. With energy with E, the abbreviation. Familiar chap denounced arrests. Could this be accustomed? It fits the letter pattern. So accustomed does mean familiar. Chap denounced is accused. Or denounced is accused, and arrests means contains. So denounced contains chap, accused contains Tom, a man's name. Great, this C looks helpful. To go round, could this be encompass? Enclosure could be ENC, the abbreviation. Order could be OM, Order of Merit, a British award. And then permit is pass. Now, more letters in 3 down. Opposing. Well, let me just say this looks like it ends Tory. So I wonder if this is condemnatory. Ooh, no it isn't. So, opposing, I think is con. Company could be firm. A, and then politician, Tory. A Tory is another word for a conservative politician in Britain. So, con, firm, and a Tory give confirmatory, which means offering convincing evidence. Fantastic. Making progress. Football managers. Season. Threatened with relegation. Yeah, wow, this is a blast from the past. So, Winterbottom, I think Walter Winterbottom, was a manager of a football team in Britain. Possibly the national team, I don't know, but if so, that's going way back into the 1950s or very early 1960s. But certainly Winterbottom was a football manager. Season is winter, and threatened with relegation is bottom. If you're bottom of the league, you're threatened with relegation. Now, a few more clues in, a few more letters in rather. Ship's compartment in a mess. So I help out. Wow, what is this? No idea. Argues for. Sports field. Well, a sports field could be a rec, short for recreation ground. Primarily offering, well, the initial letter of offering. And primarily could indicate the initial letters of more than just the immediately following word. So it could also give us the M from many, and indeed the following M, or the M from the following many, and then goals are ends. And recommends means argues for. Fantastic. Political groups announced restrictive measure. This is block. So a block is a political group. Announced is a homophone indicator. And a restrictive measure is block, B-L-O-C-K, which sounds like the answer. Now, do I have enough in for 7 down? Ship's compartment. In a mess. So I help out. This looks like it begins pilot. Gosh. Out could be an anagram indicator, but there are only 7 letters in so I help. God, I'm going to need more help on that. Herd of animals runs into bird. I think this clue works as the letter R, the abbreviation for runs in cricket, inside a 4-letter word for a bird, which ends E, with the whole thing meaning a herd of animals. But a 4-letter bird ending in E, I think there could be quite a few of those. Drew on. Being this overcome by awe. I wonder if this is wonderstruck. So, yeah. When you see the word this in a clue, it sometimes invites you to consider the answer as part of the wordplay. So, if we consider the first 2 words, drew on, being, and then if we regard wonderstruck as a part of wordplay, we can interpret that as the word wonder, and then struck being an anagram indicator. And an anagram of wonder is drew on. And then that gives wonderstruck, which means overcome by awe. Okay, so the grid now splits into two disconnected sections. Top right first. Herd of animals. Yes. A drove is a herd of animals. Runs is R, into bird, into dove. Okay, no more help with 7 down. Ship's compartment. In a mess. What could this be? Pilot house. So a pilot is somebody who helps steer or guide a ship into port. And maybe a pilot house is where they live, either on shore or on a ship. So it could be a ship's compartment. That could be the definition. And then in a mess, well, in a mess could be an anagram indicator for so I help out. So is that correct? We're looking for so I help out. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay, let me do my quick typo squiz, 16 minutes down. Just make sure that I'm happy with everything that I've entered. All the acrosses look fine. Yeah, I did fully explain 16 down, etherized S not Z because it's corroborated. Great. Everything is in as I would like it to be. Now, K, that looks helpful. Most variable in quality, but having the most marks. Could this be streakiest? Wow. I wonder if this is a double definition, but certainly in terms of one definition, streakiest could mean having the most marks, given that a streak is a mark. But does streaky mean variable in quality? Possibly. I think you have winning streaks and losing streaks. I'm fairly confident this answer is correct, even if I haven't fully understood the wordplay, so I'm going to leave it in. T in last place we've already considered. Privy to. Surely in something. Yeah, if you're in on something, you're privy to it. So privy to is in on. Knowledge finally is the final letter of the word knowledge. That gives in one, which means being combined. 2 clues to go. Transfer of power. That could be devolution. So achieved finally. Well, the final letter of achieved is D. And a slow process. Well, evolution is a slow process. Fantastic. 1 clue to go. Bird in difficulty is not. This is a double definition. A not is a bird, and a not is also a difficulty. So there we go. Every clue solved, every clue explained, no empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a delightful puzzle. And great to see Walter or Henry Winterbottom in being included in the crossword. I know the Times has changed their convention to allow for reference to living people, but I also have always regarded the Times crossword as a great way of improving one's general knowledge of people from the past. So certainly it's nice to be reminded of a former football manager from Britain. But overall, a really nice crossword. I think the snitch for this is probably in the maybe 70s or 80s. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.